Scientists have uncovered shocking evidence that Megalodon, the most terrifying predator to ever rule our oceans, possessed abilities so extraordinary they're rewriting everything we know about ancient marine life. What if I told you that lurking in our oceans just 3.6 million years ago was a creature so massive and powerful that it makes today's great white sharks look like minnows? The Megalodon wasn't just another prehistoric predator, it was nature's most perfect killing machine, equipped with abilities that seem almost supernatural by today's standards. Most people think they know about Megalodon, giant shark, big teeth, went extinct. But here's where it gets fascinating. Recent discoveries have revealed 5 mind-bending facts about this ancient apex predator that challenge everything marine biologists believed possible. We're talking about a creature that could literally reshape the ocean floor with its bite, traveled the globe like a prehistoric cruise ship, and possessed hunting strategies so advanced they'd make modern sharks jealous. Before we dive into these incredible revelations, I want to hear from you. Drop a comment below telling me where you're watching from and how the weather is treating you today. It's amazing to think that no matter where you are right now, Megalodon once ruled the waters near your coastline. Here's what makes this story truly extraordinary. Everything we're about to explore is backed by cutting-edge research and fossil evidence that's literally changing textbooks as we speak. In this video, I'll reveal 5 shocking facts about Megalodon that prove this wasn't just a big shark, but a biological marvel that dominated Earth's oceans in ways we're only now beginning to understand. The first revelation will completely change how you picture these ancient giants. Scientists have discovered that Megalodon wasn't confined to a single ocean or region. They were the ultimate world travelers. Fossilized teeth and vertebrae have been found on every single continent except Antarctica. Think about that for a moment. While our ancestors were still learning to make fire, these massive predators were already globe-trotting across every ocean on Earth. But here's where it gets really interesting. These weren't random wanderings. Megalodon followed specific migration patterns, seeking out warm, shallow coastal waters that provided the perfect hunting grounds. They preferred temperatures between 20 to 30 degrees Celsius, which means they were essentially following ancient warm water highways across the planet. Recent sediment analysis has shown these migration routes remained consistent for millions of years, suggesting an intelligence and environmental awareness we never credited them with. What's truly mind-boggling is the scale of these journeys. A single Megalodon could have traveled from what we now call the Caribbean, across the Atlantic, around Africa, and into the Indian Ocean, all while maintaining its role as the apex predator in each ecosystem it encountered. No modern shark comes close to this level of global dominance. Now, let's talk about something that'll make your jaw drop, literally. The Megalodon's bite force wasn't just impressive, it was physics-defying. Recent biomechanical studies estimate their bite force at 182,201 newtons. That's roughly 40,000 pounds of pressure per square inch. To put this in perspective, that's 3 times stronger than a Tyrannosaurus rex and 10 times more powerful than a modern great white shark. Here's what really gets researchers excited. Those banana-sized teeth weren't just for show. Each tooth could reach up to 7 inches long and was perfectly designed for a specific type of carnage. The upper teeth were broad and triangular, perfect for gripping and holding massive prey, while the lower teeth were narrower and more blade-like, designed for slicing through bone and blubber. When Megalodon clamped down on a whale, it wasn't just biting, it was performing precision surgery with the force of a hydraulic press. But the most chilling part? Bite mark analysis on fossilized whale bones shows that Megalodon could sever the spine of a 30-foot whale in a single bite. They weren't just eating their prey, they were systematically dismantling it with surgical precision. Speaking of whales, this brings us to perhaps the most shocking aspect of Megalodon's lifestyle: their dietary requirements. These weren't opportunistic feeders snacking on whatever swam by. They were industrial-scale predators that required massive amounts of food to fuel their enormous bodies. Scientists estimate that an adult Megalodon needed to consume approximately 2,500 pounds of food every single day just to maintain their basic metabolic functions. That's equivalent to eating an entire Honda Civic worth of meat daily. But here's what's truly staggering: they primarily targeted the largest marine mammals available. Fossilized evidence shows they regularly hunted baleen whales, sperm whales, seals, dolphins, and even other large sharks. What's your take on this? What topic in ancient marine mysteries baffles you the most? Drop it in the comments below and I'll research it for a future video. Your curiosity drives the content on this channel. Recent analysis of coprolites, fossilized megalodon waste, has revealed something extraordinary. These apex predators weren't just mindlessly attacking everything in sight. They were selective hunters that targeted the most nutritious parts of their prey first. Evidence suggests they would often consume only the liver and blubber of large whales, leaving the rest for scavengers. This level of dietary sophistication indicates a hunting intelligence we're only beginning to appreciate. The fourth revelation is perhaps the most mysterious: the circumstances surrounding their extinction. For decades, scientists believed Megalodon disappeared around 2.6 million years ago due to gradual climate cooling. But groundbreaking research published in 2019 has pushed this extinction date back to 3.6 million years ago, and the story is far more dramatic than anyone imagined. Here's where it gets really intriguing. The extinction wasn't gradual, it was relatively sudden in geological terms. As the Pliocene epoch progressed, global temperatures dropped dramatically, causing sea levels to fall and eliminating the warm, shallow coastal waters that Megalodon depended on for hunting and breeding. But new evidence suggests there was another factor at play: competition. During this same period, smaller, more efficient predators like early great whites and killer whales were evolving. These animals could survive in cooler waters and required far less food to sustain themselves. Suddenly, Megalodon found themselves in a biological arms race they couldn't win. They were too specialized, too large, and too dependent on specific environmental conditions to adapt quickly enough. The final piece of this extinction puzzle involves the collapse of their food chain. As ocean temperatures dropped, many of the large baleen whales that formed the cornerstone of Megalodon's diet either migrated to different regions or experienced population crashes themselves. Without their primary food source, these massive predators faced a catastrophic energy crisis that their biology simply couldn't overcome. The fifth and final revelation brings us full circle to the mystery of Megalodon reproduction and early life. In recent years, paleontologists have discovered something remarkable: fossilized evidence of Megalodon nurseries. These weren't random breeding areas, but carefully selected environments specifically chosen for raising young. These nurseries were located in warm, tropical, shallow waters that provided protection from adult predators and abundant smaller prey for juvenile sharks to cut their teeth on. What's fascinating is that analysis of juvenile Megalodon teeth from these sites shows they were already formidable predators by the time they reached 10 feet in length, still babies by Megalodon standards. But here's the most incredible part: these nursery sites show evidence of being used continuously for hundreds of thousands of years. Generation after generation of Megalodon returned to the exact same locations to birth and raise their young. This suggests a level of site fidelity and possibly even cultural transmission that we associate more with mammals than with sharks. Recent studies have even found evidence suggesting that mother Megalodons may have practiced a form of maternal care, staying in the nursery areas to protect their offspring during their most vulnerable early months. This completely challenges our understanding of prehistoric shark behavior and suggests these giants possessed complex social structures we're only now discovering. If you're finding this as fascinating as I am, please hit that like button, comment with your thoughts, and subscribe to this channel. Your subscription means the world to me, as ancient underwater mysteries is still growing, and your support helps me continue uncovering these incredible stories from our planet's hidden past. Don't forget to turn on notifications so you never miss a new discovery. As we piece together these 5 extraordinary facts about Megalodon, a picture emerges of a creature that was far more sophisticated and successful than we ever imagined. They weren't just oversized sharks, they were highly evolved, globally distributed apex predators with complex behaviors, precise hunting strategies, and reproductive patterns that ensured their success for millions of years. The mystery of Megalodon forces us to reconsider what we know about prehistoric marine ecosystems. These giants didn't just exist in our oceans, they shaped them, controlled them, and dominated them in ways that modern marine life can barely comprehend. Their extinction marked the end of an era when the seas were ruled by biological titans that make today's ocean predators look almost gentle by comparison. What fascinates me most is how much we still don't know. Every new fossil discovery, every advanced analysis technique, and every innovative research method reveals new layers to the Megalodon mystery. They lived in our oceans for over 13 million years, and we've barely scratched the surface of understanding their true impact on marine evolution. What part of this Megalodon story intrigued you the most? Was it their incredible global travels, their bone-crushing bite force, or perhaps the mystery of their sophisticated nurseries? Drop a comment below and let me know which revelation surprised you the most. Did any of these facts completely change how you picture these ancient ocean rulers? The story of Megalodon reminds us that our planet has hosted life forms so extraordinary they seem almost mythical. Yet every fact we've explored today is supported by solid scientific evidence, proving that sometimes reality is far more incredible than any fiction we could imagine. These ancient sharks represent a chapter in Earth's history when the impossible was simply another day in the ocean. As we continue exploring the mysteries hidden beneath our waves, remember that Megalodon's story is just one thread in the vast tapestry of ancient marine life. Who knows what other incredible predators and mysterious creatures are waiting to be discovered in the fossil record? The ocean keeps its secrets well, but every tide brings new possibilities for revelation.